Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my sewing room. We are located in Calgary, but may be found online as well. So remember, we do Facebook and YouTube, and we have an online store, mysewingroom.ca. Oh, good morning. Welcome, Vivian, to the library this morning. So gracious of you to come for book talk today. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. So yes, today is another glorious day for my sewing room, and you may find us on Facebook and YouTube Monday, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We just love to be here and let you know all the news that's new. Anyways, thank you so much, everyone, for all your likes, your loves, all of your sharing and your comments to us. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. And of course, thank you for signing up for our YouTube channel, mysewingroom.ca, D-O-T-C-A. All right. Anyways, I do have a few greetings for people today. So as you know, I do have an audience. It's absolutely wonderful. Vivian has come to join us for our library talk. And of course, she's one of our regulars that watches anyways, even if she's not in live audience. So if you would like to be part of our live audience this week, we have social sewing all week, and we also on Tuesday, today was Giving Tuesday. So those people who are doing the So Powerful purses are here with us today. It is fantastic. All right, so big shout out to Vivian, of course, Lana T, Ruth C, Helen O, Joan H, Annette W, Loanne F, Michelle G, Sandy A, Carol D, Glenda I, Jean J, Mary Z, and Rita B. And there's Ruth signed in already. Sweet. And I want to thank for the comments too that I saw on Facebook afterwards. Sister Pat, I love that. I'm glad that someone brought some sunshine out there. Anyways, so welcome to the library book talk with the librarian. I dressed up just special and did my hair just right today. So welcome to book talk. Now, it was just not too long ago that Sandy was talking about a wonderful new design system called the Luttrell system, and we examined it and we found that it came with the golden rule. And if you remember, it's based upon mathematical concepts that the Luttrell family developed long ago in a faraway country. Yes, and it's called the golden rule. So it helps build a pattern for anyone regardless of the size, and it's just marvelous, and it uses great mathematical precision. It has tools. There's a Taylor curve, and then there is a design curve to draw the skirts and trousers. It's fantastic. And I'm telling you, after we did that little show and I told everybody about all the extra patterns that they have, we're down to the last one. So if you're interested in getting the Luttrell system, the golden rule, speak now or forever hold your peace. No, I don't mean that. Speak now, because we can always get more. Right, Anne?
Absolutely.
Yes. See, I have the best boss. She says, yes, we can. We can get more. So if you missed out on the Luttrell system, we can get you more. Just let us know. All right? That's awesome.
The order's pending.
Orders pending. So let us know as soon as possible. The Luttrell system is very, very interesting. And maybe we'll have to delve into it more when Anna is with us. I think that would be awesome. All right, now, I just want to say that that inspired us. That Luttrell system, designing your own pattern, making your own patterns, it actually inspired us, and we ended up with a whole bunch of new books at my sewing room. So today's our book talk. on these brand new books to my sewing room. So let's have a little close up now as we do a little reading in our library. All right, to start off, we ended up getting a book called The Ultimate Guide to Designing Clothes Patterns by Susie Furrer. That's it. And it comes in soft cover and hard cover. And it's all about designing clothes and cutting tips and making wonderful things, manipulating patterns, rules and information to apply darts. Oh my goodness. Drafting a moulage for the masculine figure. I wonder what the moulage is. I'm thinking a pattern. It's really cool. Slope moulage. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're going to have some information about certain you know how they give you words that belong to different genres? Well, you're going to find some different sewing words in the Ultimate Guide to Designing Clothing Patterns. Very lovely. So there's two. There's soft cover and hard cover for anyone who might wish to have that. Oh, and here's a good one for us. I know I could certainly use these after having completed my Calgary Flames pajamas and tank top that actually did resemble a tank. Anyways, this is called the Sewing Clothes Elevate Your Sewing Skills. It's a master class in finishing, embellishing, and the details by Joy Mahan. It's an author of the Illustrated Guide to Sewing Clothes. Isn't that beautiful? And again, it comes in soft cover and hardcover for any of those collectors of books and things. Oh, and looks, she's talking about how to do hand-rolled narrow hems, which we will be talking about on Thursday. Sewing sequins, how to put the sequins on. Basic beads and supplies, and frogs with a ball button. Wow, people always come in looking for frogs to put on their coats and things, and here's how you make them. That is amazing. Corded tubing and Chinese ball. Oh, these are some finishes. Aren't they beautiful? All right. I love this. This is how to put on pockets. What a great book for anybody who does sewing. And it's the featuring content from the Time Life's The Art of Sewing series. Oh, I bet you that would be fun to Google and have a look at. All right, so sewing clothes. Isn't that amazing? So we have two beautiful books that would go along with our Luttrelot system, designing clothes patterns and sewing clothes. Now, of course, I have been asked quite often, how do I fix something? How do I mend something? How do I hem something? How do I put in a new zipper? Anyways, I have just the book for all of you out there who would be interested in doing some refurbishing, recycling, upcycling. Isn't that what we just finished doing with some upcycling? Well, I have a book for you. It is called The Mending Directory. Sorry, I can't read this morning. As a librarian, I'm having a problem with my words. The Mending Directory, 50 modern stitch patterns for visible repairs. So these are visible. This is for like the upcycling that we were working on. It's really pretty. Lots of different ideas. Planning the mend. This is hand darning. Mending woven fabrics. Dotted lines and boxes. Oh, you know what this reminds me of is a lot of the Shishiko sewing and repairs and things. Alternating stars. Oh, they give you patterns at the back too. Doing chevrons and darning. So this is lovely because there's oftentimes when you get that tiny little mistake in your sweater when it starts to unravel. These are really great ideas for how do you cover these? How do you fix it? What do you do? Anyway, some of these are absolutely gorgeous. So this is the Mending Directory, 50 modern stitch patterns for visible repairs. Isn't that sweet? All right, librarians can be kind of not so fun, but hey, what about this librarian? She said, what do librarians take fishing? Bookworms. And where was the librarian when the lights went out? In the dark. Just a couple of jokes, just to let you know that we do have a sense of humor. All right, next book. Are you ready? It is the Pocket Guide to Fasteners. So understanding buttons, snaps, zipper, Velcro, and more. So do they give us some handy tips? Well, let's see. They talk about buttons. Okay, eyelets, zippers, snaps, hook and eye, hook and loop, Velcro, buckles, miscellaneous fasteners like bikini hooks, cord locks, purse clasps, suspender and mitten clips. Oh, exciting. And then of course they have a lovely content at the back on who our author is. So let's just take a peek. There she is, Amelia Johansson, and she's been sewing for herself and others for 30 years. She's previously the editor of Sew Beautiful magazine and a current contributor to Classic Sewing magazine. She's also written for several other sewing publications, and additionally, Amelia has text edited, contributed to, and co-authored a number of sewing and quilting books. Isn't that exciting? So she is a great resource. She tells us all sorts of things about what they are, what to do with them. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, look at zippers. People ask me about zippers all the time, and they talk about what they are and different kinds, and zippers by the yard and eyelets and whatnot. I know that a lot of our new sewing machines will actually put in an eyelet stitch for you, which is absolutely wonderful. Might save you from getting an eyelet tool, but look at how beautiful they are. They come in such gorgeous colors. All right. So, and how to sew on buttons. Oh, this is one of the skills that we learned in home ec long ago. Putting a toothpick behind the button so that you have a little stem so the button will latch better and not fall off so soon. Not so much stress on it. Isn't it beautiful? Anyways, that is a pocket guide to fasteners. Oh, how lovely is that? Have all these wonderful tools at our disposal to learn more about wonderful projects that we can do. All right. Before we go back and show you a couple of other beautiful books and fun things, what does the librarian say when she has to leave? Time to book it. Yes. All right. Now, other things you can do, sewing and embroidery. So let's have a little look at some embroidery things. These are so cool. I'm not sure, but here are some wonderful footwear. It's do-it-yourself embroidered shoes. I think these are so wonderful. And you get to practice all your beautiful stitches. Aren't they gorgeous? That is amazing. Let's just take a little look inside. Oh, she provides us with patterns to transfer, doesn't she? Oh, look, butterflies and berries. Oh, and birds and skies, and looks like lovely orca whales. Those are gorgeous. So she tells us all these other things that we can do, and she shows you how to do it. This is gorgeous. Look at that one. That's all hand stitched. Can you imagine? That is amazing. Oh, look at the birds on that one, spring birds. This is beautiful. So if you've got a pair of those lovely running shoes that are just kind of plain, hanging out in your closet, and you want to add a little something to them, ooh, do-it-yourself embroidered shoes. That is so good. And that's by Melissa Galbraith. Oh, I love that. Okay, speaking of embroidering things, oh my goodness. Embroidery goes back a long, long way, and I just want to show you a couple of the samples that we have in the store that are all hand done. Look at this one. Home Sweet Home on a little towel. Isn't it gorgeous? There's, Mom, I'm going to say Grandma serving Grandpa a cup of tea. They're going to sit down and do a little reading, which I approve of totally as a librarian. Reading is a good thing. All right, Home Sweet Home, or maybe some hand stitching. Oh, and this one, look at the little kitten or little girl. I think it's a kitten from the look of it. It's got little shoesies on it, but there you go. It's got a tail, and this is Monday. I remember when we used to have tea towels all embroidered with the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Absolutely gorgeous. So if you would like to have some inspiration for some hand stitching, especially vintage stitching, we have a treasury that has more than 400 authentic embroidery designs. Oh my goodness, I remember these. You can do it on quilts, aprons, tea towels, anything that you would like to embroider. Running shoes, I cannot believe that your sneakers are going to get a vintage stitch. Oh my goodness. And she provides you with basic alphabet so you can do some lettering. Beautiful flowers. Oh, look at the close friends. Oh my goodness. Aren't they cute? These are beautiful patterns that you could use to do some vintage hand stitching. Oh my goodness. All right. That is good. For right now, I've got a couple more things to show you, but I think you need a joke. What vegetable do librarians like? Quiet peas. I got a smile out of Vivian for that one. All right, let me show you a couple of other things that we have at the store that would help you with your vintage stitching, your embroidery projects. Here's a great little book. It's called Hand Embroidery, Stitches at a Glance. It's by Janice Vane, and it's a carry-along reference guide. So it tells you how to do all these. Oh, a French knot. I remember that. There's a fly stitch, wishbone stitch, fern stitch. Oh, I'll have to tell Fern I found her stitch. Feather stitch, cross stitch. Look, you can make it into stars. Isn't that cool? Couching. Cool. That's so you can add those decorative other colors underneath. Colonial knot. Ooh, very pretty. Circular road stitch. Chain stitch. Bullion stitch. Ooh, that looks kind of fun with a lot of curves to it. Braid stitch. Ooh, that's fancy. Buttonhole or blanket stitch. Amazing. So you've got all of the stitches that you might want to use at your fingertips. And she gives you clear, precise needlework directions, both in picture and in words. This is wonderful. What a good little book that would be. Oh my goodness, so many. There's a satin stitch. Even a satin stitch that Miss Anne or Queen of Satin Stitch would be proud of. And there's a seed stitch. Very nice. So Hand Embroidery, Stitches at a Glance. Now that's a nice reference book for anyone who is interested in doing some hand stitching. So of course, when you're doing some hand stitching, we need to have hand needles. These are embroidery and crewel, and they are the Hemline Gold. And they come in a variety, and they've got a big enough eye that you can get your wool or your strands of DMC floss into there. And of course, we have a lovely selection of DMC floss in many different colors. Plus, yesterday I was helping a lady find some metallic ones. Ooh, who knew we had such sparkly, pretty ones? Anyways, DMC floss is available. And of course, we have some of those iron-on patches. So you can cut these out and iron the embroidery on and stitch right through it. Isn't that amazing? So there's one called Stitcher's Revolution. It's got, if you want breakfast in bed, sleep in the kitchen. Be grateful. Let's shake things up. I give up chocolate, but I'm no quitter. Some really fun little embroidery ideas, cute kitchen sayings. Those are lovely. Plus, this is a new product that came out when we picked up some Corinne Lapierre hand stitching items. This is the Stick and Stitch embroidery designs for folk birds. So it's self-adhesive, water-soluble embroidery designs. So you stick it on whatever you like, stitch through it, and then just wash it away. That is marvelous. Now these ones are already pre-printed for you, but if you would like, we have the Rinse Away Wonderfill sheet, so you can just trace on whatever it is that you would like to stitch, and then you put it onto your item and stitch right through it, and then just rinse it away. So you can design, trace, draw, or print, you stitch it for perfect needlework, and then you rinse it under room temperature water to dissolve the design sheet away. So you can create your own as well. Or if you're like some of our more traditional people, you like working with wool, we do have some pre-cut wool applique packs as well. And this one is a polka dot bird. These are by Sue Spargo. So not to be forgotten, we have a lot of different things for hand embroidery at the store. So exciting, just so exciting. All right. So I have one more joke for you before I have to do the announcements for today and let you know what's happening at the library. So where does a librarian sleep? Between the covers. Of course. Where else would a librarian sleep? All right, between the covers of the books. All right, so some information for you. I have a couple of notices. Today, of course, is Social Sewing and Giving Tuesday. So we will be having social sewing all the rest of this week as well. So today's Tuesday, so we have it Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 10:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. $10 plus tax, and you get a coupon to use in the store so that it's kind of fun. All right, and of course, as you know, Vivian is here for Giving Tuesday. She's working on our So Powerful purses. That is free of charge. You just drop down on the first Tuesday of every month. It's open from 10:30 to 4:30, and you come and sew. If you need to reserve your spot, please do. Not that we're ever really overbooked, and I'm sorry we're missing a few today. But yes, Giving Tuesday is the first Tuesday of every month. And just as a reminder, we do have our class for the week, which is on Saturday, August 9th, 23rd and 30th. It's the quilted jacket class. It goes from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30. Oh, and I see Maria P just signed on. Good morning, Maria. Maria made one of our samples of this out at the front. It's beautiful. And you're beautiful. Everybody's beautiful. Okay, so join us for the quilted jacket class on Saturday. Call us at the store, My Sewing Room, 403-252-3711. Or go online to our website, mysewingroom.ca, and sign up. It's under community events. Then you do the drop down menu and find the calendar and go to August 9th, which is the Saturday, and sign up for this wonderful quilted jacket class. And you too could make something beautiful like Maria P did. All right. We've got a private event going on Sunday this week on August 10th. So we won't have any social sewing on that day. All right. Now I've got a couple of news flashes that just came to my attention. First off, there's a new news flash from Brother, who just announced the sale for the PR 1055Xs will continue for the rest of this month. Woo! So thank you, Brother. Yay! So if you want to do some really big embroidery, not just hand and not just regular, big embroidery, you got to come down and see the PR 1055X. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Anyways, come on down and see that. Sale has been continued, and it's going to go till the end of August 31st. And while I was talking to Miss Ann earlier, she just handed me a new news bulletin. So announcement, are you ready? In-store Serger sale starts today. Woohoo! Up to 50% off. And that's not just the Bernina Bundles of Joy sale, which has a lot of beautiful serger packages, but this is for other sergers not listed in the Joy Bundles of Joy sale, and that starts today, up to 50% off. Woo, those are door crashing sales, let me tell you. Oh, just gets a librarian very excited about what's happening at her library. Woohoo! Anyways, that is so exciting. All right, wow, that is incredible. And I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in today to do our library talk, our book talk, and have a look at some of the brand new books at My Sewing Room. It is a pleasure to come and see you. Now, on Thursday, we have a special Bernina foot of the month demos. Well, I'm not sure about demo because I've been trying really hard to demo it, but I'll show you all those beautiful Bernina foot of the month sale feet, number 61, 62, 64, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just keep going there. I will show you what they are, what you use them for. All right. So please join me on Thursday for our foot talk, right? Yeah, hammer feet. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me today, and I will be happy if you can visit me on Thursday. And I have a wonderful, wonderful thing happening tomorrow. I don't think we'll be going live with it, but we're going to be doing a boxing of a B64, an unboxing of the maker. So I can't wait. That should be fun. But that is going to be coming out as a commercial. So watch YouTube and check us out. Anyways, that is what's going on. Enjoy today. Enjoy Wednesday. See you back on Thursday for another riveting adventure at my sewing room. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'll catch you then. Bye.